He possesses a striking countenance with lackluster curly red hair and lips resembling red jelly. Yet, despite his angelic appearance, he harbors a heart filled with darkness. He's been involved in 40 robberies and has ended the lives of 11 individuals. He never needed a motive for his killings, but wasn't driven by money either. He craved freedom. He was dubbed the most attractive criminal in Argentine history. Lito's latest mission led him to a garage filled with luxurious cars, yet he inexplicably chose a broken-down motorcycle as his prize, alongside a cherished record and an oak motorcycle. When his mother inquired about the motorcycle's origin, Lito didn't hesitate to fabricate a story. Both his parents knew the truth, prompting his school change. At his new school, Lito noticed a handsome young man in his lab class, Ramon, who intrigued him. Despite Lito's deliberate attempts to engage Ramon, the latter's poker face frustrated him. Eventually, Lito provoked Ramon with a firearm, leading to an altercation and their joint visit to the principal's office. After leaving the school, Ramon observed Lito waiting outside, piquing his interest in this enigmatic boy. Their initial conflict gradually transformed into a bond, and soon, they became the best of friends. Discord replaced by harmony. Ramon brought Carlitos to his home, but what Carlitos didn't anticipate was that Ramon's entire family were seasoned thieves. Ramon's father, an experienced thief himself, taught Carlitos how to handle a gun. Carlitos was thrilled to explore this new, significant tool. Sharing a common idea, they formed a gang of thieves. Their maiden target was an armed store, and Carlitos, insatiable, eagerly awaited the guns stored inside. Amid their haul, Carlitos stumbled upon 2 revolvers that had been a constant presence throughout his life. Though their loot was substantial, Ramon's father blamed Carlitos for his excessive greed, emphasizing the risk of getting caught if they lingered longer. However, Carlitos, living solely for himself, disregarded such concerns. Days later, Ramon shared a share of the gun sale proceeds with Carlitos and provided information about their next target, a mansion occupied solely by an elderly man. Carlitos led the mission by entering through the skylight, but just as he attempted to let Ramon in, a noise startled him, causing a misfire towards the old man. Despite being shot, the old man remained silent, ascending the stairs and stopping in front of a painting in the house. Ignoring the thieves, he proceeded to the bathroom. Unable to find any cash, Carlitos decided to take the painting. The old man was found dead the following morning. When Carlitos' mother woke him up, she discovered a gun under his covers. He claimed it was merely a toy, but she remained unconvinced. In a tense moment, he pointed the gun at his mother's forehead. His mother's shock led her to swiftly leave the room, leaving Carlitos with the realization that he couldn't remain at home any longer. Seeking refuge, he moved in with Ramon's family. That evening, Ramon's father discovered Carlitos. Unaware that Carlitos had killed the wealthy oatman, he confronted Carlitos, believing they were accomplices in the crime, as they functioned as a team. Realizing Carlitos' unpredictable nature, Ramon's father panicked and hastily removed all stolen goods from the house, fearing police involvement. As tensions rose, Carlitos proposed infiltrating another jewelry store, while Ramon searched for valuables. Inside, Carlitos found a sizable red safe, assuming it contained treasures. He suggested opening it using electric welding, despite Ramon's objections, fearing increased risks of being caught. Their disagreement escalated when Carlitos fired a shot at the ceiling and stormed out, causing a rift between them. Renting a hotel room to sell the stolen goods, Carlitos noticed a homeless man nearby and adorned him with a jeweled brooch. Ramon intervened, removing the brooch and striking Carlitos. Their altercation attracted police attention. They eventually discovered a promising opportunity. This time, the potential buyer was a well-known local tycoon who took a keen interest in Ramon, offering him a chance to become a star. Ramon, despite the tycoon being a gay man, pursued the opportunity and soon found himself on television, leaving Carlitos puzzled by the turn of events. One day, they encountered the police while driving a stolen car without proper documentation. Ordered to exit the vehicle, Carlitos discreetly discarded his gun in the grass before they were arrested. Facing charges of theft, Carlitos attempted to negotiate with the sheriff by offering money, confident that money could resolve any issue. Surprisingly, the sheriff refused the bribe, revealing his dishonest intentions. Rather than the money, he desired all of Carlitos' savings. Left with no choice, Carlitos left Ramon behind, returning home after a prolonged absence. He found his mother waiting and shared the bag of money with his parents, intending to make amends. However, his father, aware of the money's origin, demanded its return or threatened to involve the police. However, Carlitos remained indifferent, heading straight to his room. In the dead of night, his father secretly buried the money. A father wouldn't willingly send his child to prison, even if the child was at fault. Yet, the unrepentant Carlitos retrieved the 2 revolvers from the roadside. This routine carried on for months. One day, Carlitos spotted Ramon on the roadside, after his release from prison, accompanied by a new friend. Carlitos wasted no time in funding Ramon, who held a grudge against him for his betrayal. Despite Ramon's taunts, Carlitos explained that returning to the police station would have been a trap, although Ramon remained somewhat suspicious. However, it was evident that they still harbored feelings for each other. Ramon forgave him, acknowledging the bearded man as a fellow inmate and thief, and they prepared for a heist. They intercepted a milk truck, swiftly taking control. The bearded man handled the driver while Ramon seized the goods. However, as they were about to leave, the driver brandished a gun. Carlitos retaliated with his twin guns, allowing them to escape back to Ramon's house. The bearded man stirred trouble, dissatisfied with their earnings, claiming that Ramon's father unfairly took a larger share of the loot. Hearing this, Carlitos remained silent. When Ramon's mother demanded the car be burned, Carlitos complied reluctantly, aware of their shared history at Oxford, despite his reluctance to do so. Carlitos drove Ramon through the winding tunnel. As he glanced at Ramon sleeping peacefully, Carlitos didn't hesitate to turn the wheel. Tragically, Ramon perished instantly in the resulting accident, while Carlitos survived. Distraught and reeling from the loss, Carlitos took the bearded man, referred to as his brother, to a jewelry store he had previously targeted. The bearded man attempted to crack open the imposing red safe, only to discover it empty upon opening the door. Feeling betrayed and deceived, the bearded man accused Carlitos of hiding the treasures. In a fit of frustration and mistrust, he fired his weapon at people he felt doubted him. The following day, authorities found Carlitos, and this time, he chose to confess to all his crimes. His misdeeds, 11 murders and 40 robberies, catapulted him to headline news across Argentina. He received the most severe sentence ever handed down in the country, 46 years. On this day, his parents visited him, and his lawyer suggested faking mental illness to reduce the sentence. Carlitos pondered momentarily, but remained silent, knowing that as long as he yearned for freedom, he had a way. When the day arrived, he swallowed a spoon, requiring the guards to take him to the infirmary. However, surgery was needed to remove the spoon. Seizing an opportunity, Carlitos pretended to sleep, tricking the guard. As the guard stepped out, Carlitos escaped through the infirmary window, maneuvering past floors and eluding the guards, eventually scaling the prison walls. He boarded a train towards home, shedding his first tears, perhaps from homesickness or regret. Arriving at Ramon's house, he found it deserted and fell asleep in the familiar bed. The next morning, Carlitos encountered his mother. Despite heavy surveillance, he wanted to see her one last time, so he revealed his address to her. Then, feeling liberated, he danced around the empty house. This time, he wasn't alone. He was running toward the freedom he had long desired.